Do you internalize other people's problems as your own? A lot of us do, you know. You see people that have problems, and a lot of times on an emotional level, you bring them into your own personal life on an emotional level. Do you internalize other people's problems as your own? Do you find yourself avoiding people? Now, people that you avoid will tell you a lot about your emotional type. All right? Let me give you some examples. I have a tendency to avoid very emotional people. A person, you know, weeping and always crying and cries at the drop of a hat. I find myself shying away from that person. You know, I really do. Controversial people. A lot of times, you know, in school, if a fight broke out, everybody in the hallway would run to the fight and to see someone's teeth get knocked out or whatever, you know. I never was like that. If a fight broke out, I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to go and look at it. I went in the opposite direction. So I avoid controversial people. People that talk too much, I avoid them big time. People who are always trying to be funny. Now, I like funny people. Don't take it the wrong way, but I like people who are funny. But if they're always trying to be funny, that's a big turnoff for me. What I'm attracted to is quiet people, you know. I really am. You know, me and my wife, with our first date, we didn't say 2 words on our first date. I mean, it was just the whole night, you know, and didn't say much at all. But that's the kind of person I'm attracted to, quiet people. Understanding your response to other people's emotions is very critical. Some of you may be what they call an HSP, and that's a highly sensitive person. You know, I think Jesus was a highly sensitive person. I think he knew what other people were thinking. Not so much because he could read minds. Yes, he could read minds also, I'm sure he could, but more so because he was a highly sensitive person. In other words, you can sense. If you're a highly sensitive person, you can sense when a person is not liking what you're saying, when there's disagreement there. You're picking up on their emotions. You know, you have that connection there. Highly sensitive people. Now, a highly sensitive person can be good, but if you absorb their emotions as your own, this is not good. This is not good at all. Now, Jesus had boundaries in dealing with people. And I want us to, when it comes to our emotions, on an emotional level, I want us also to have boundaries, because Jesus had boundaries in dealing. Think about it. Jesus knew people wanted to kill him. Imagine that. Imagine living your life and every day you know people are out to kill you. We don't have to deal with that, okay? But what would that do to you if you knew on a daily basis people hated you? They hated your guts and wanted you dead. Would that affect you on an emotional level? Well, you better believe it. It would, yeah. Now, Jesus had boundaries. What was Christ's boundaries? Well, you are from beneath, I am from above. And that's a huge boundary right there. It really is. Now,
check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.